your hand.
What's going on, world? What's up, YouTube? This is Zero here, and today I'm bringing you guys my third episode of my how-to series. In today's episode, I'm going to be talking about how to be a good leader. Now, this is the second part of my how to be a good leader. I made my very first episode for my how-to series was actually called How to Be a Good Leader as well. But in this one, I want to talk about a couple of things that are a little bit different. I don't want to talk about the exact same stuff, but a couple of the things are definitely going to kind of, obviously, are going to be somewhat similar. But anyways, guys, I want the first thing that I talk about here about the, how to be a good leader is really communication. And this is with the other, other co-leaders, managers, with the players. Communication is so critical. And I think one area that leaders tend to not really that leaders really need to take into consideration, really need to try really hard in this area is when the players need something, always responding to your players is so important because it's going to show that you actually give a shit about your members, your players, so on and so forth. So honestly, guys, that's really something that's really important is just communication, especially with like your players and stuff, because you want to make sure that your players are happy because they're the ones creating content for your team, and it's all a team effort, like I said. And before I go on, I want you guys, for those of you who didn't know, this is actually my next response for Obey. So basically, guys, I've got 2 uploads coming up here very shortly. There's this one, and then I got another one after this one that I'm going to be uploading here in a little bit. But anyways, the next thing I want to talk to you guys about was first communication, like I said, with your players, with the other leaders, of course, because you have to be extremely organized, so on and so forth. The next thing, guys, that I think a lot of, for beginning leaders that you guys really need to learn is also a huge way of getting new recruits into your team are recruitment challenges. It's a huge way, guys, to really get your team kind of started and to really find people who are going to, be loyal to your team. Because let's say when you upload a recruitment challenge, the people are going to go for the recruitment challenge, and let's say you make it so that they have to put a clan tag in their, so that they have them in their clips, and that really shows you who's going to be loyal to your team in the first place. Basically, because they're going to go for clips for your team. So what you need to do, guys, is recruitment challenges are the biggest way of recruiting people to your team. And the next big thing, guys, is of course to always stay active. I mean, of course, you to be a leader, guys, it takes time. It really does. It's very time consuming. There will be times that it's stressful, but honestly, guys, what the goal at the end is definitely something like worth going through and pushing through the hard times and getting into those good times, because I'm telling you guys, one thing that is for sure is that when you stick to it and you just keep going, even though there's going to be hard times and there's going to be times where you feel like shit's just not working out and you want to leave your team, or you want to join a different team or whatever, just stick to it. I promise you that it is worth it. And the loyalty is everything in this community, at least in my opinion. I look for people who are loyal, active. I mean, that's what I'm looking for in players, people who I have, considered, becoming a leader, so on and so forth. Also, guys, the other thing besides activity is really just unity. Unity is so big, guys, in this community, is really, trying to unify your team, making sure that, you guys are all on the same page. Like I said, organization is very critical as well to make sure that everything runs smoothly with an upload schedule. The other thing, guys, that's really big, and this is kind of for more experienced leaders, is order clipping. Now, for those of you who don't know what order clipping is, guys, is basically when you go into the Dropbox, you see all the clips, order clipping them so that the clips aren't all the same, that, it's kind of a variety of different clips. One shot may be like extreme distance, the other one may be extreme complexity. What you want to do is you want to mix and match so that everything flows really smoothly, and you want to make sure it's not like the clips aren't on all the same maps. You know what I'm saying? Like, basically, you want to make sure that that the clips are kind of ordered in a way that it flows really good, and that's something that experienced leaders. That's really who I'm talking to right now, the experienced leaders that know kind of how that shit works. But for the guys who are new and just becoming leaders and trying to, you don't necessarily need to learn about order clipping right away, but it is something that you want to acquire over a period of time. So basically, guys, like I said, that's another thing that's really, really important when you want to be a leader. And the other thing is, guys, is I can't stress this enough, is communication. Like I said, communication with your teammates, the editors, everything. I mean, for everything to flow smoothly, you have to communicate, which really requires that you got to be active. You have to, be talking to the other leaders. You got to be on the same page with everybody, and it's really important. So, anyways, guys, I don't want to keep on rambling on, but I do want you guys to know that I do have another video coming up here a little bit later. Please leave a like and comment if you guys enjoyed this and this was a little bit helpful for you guys. I plan on making more of these as time goes on because, honestly, guys, I'm still learning how to be a leader myself. So, anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this, like I said. And if you guys could, if you're new, please subscribe. And also check out Major, guys. We are past 3K. We are doing like a lot of work, which is amazing, guys. I'm so excited for the future of this team. But anyways, guys, I hope you guys have a great rest of the day. I will be uploading later, so stay tuned for that. And I love you all. Take it easy, guys. Peace.